welcome to the program We Economy, where they meet you from True Talk 98.5 FM, All Out Radio 92.9 FM, Amza Radio 96.9 FM, and Top Radio 103.7 FM. The Economy in a program with it, they for tell you but the thing them with the happen at the country. We get for do with business, finance, and the economy. Inside the program today, the topic of discussion now on the cancellation of the Independence Eve Lantern Parade and Padul Masquerade affects them, where actually they get small rippling effects on tourism and local livelihoods them. If you they join with today, we want to let you contribute your voice and also ask what waiting you feel say they happen in our economy where really relates to this. I mean, from where we they grow up, we don't they see times without number where 27 April they come around. People them they come out, then they jubilate, and all over literally every district in the country. They must get inside that small headquarter town. The people them where they come out, then they dance with Padu. We been they come out. Na Kenema we been they dance them the way we young. You they come out from them Smith Lane. You they go as far as Simbek. You they dance behind one lantern no more. One whole day na celebration they be all man they glady but say we all na Sierra Leoneans them. That particular day all man they forget any kind problem where them feel say they happen na salon. Then they forget any kind stress where them feel say they go through for the past how many months them. And then they forget any kind inflation say for them feel say they inside the country where they monitor them. Even if someone be done lost their work the day before, that day they forget them for that moment, then celebrate Mama Salon. But for a while we don't they see say then they day again. Where independence they come from the eve of independence say to the morning, you know they see any glady, you know they see people and they come and celebrate. Even the beach then don't they empty. So we really want to understand waiting at the effect with this they get on the country itself and the economy. Now, me where they bring the program to you, my name na Bemba Kamara. Make a member you say this program will take you till 8 o'clock. So no side as we they bring the information where they on then here where they happen inside the business, finance and economic sector of the country. Just stay by your radio, forget all the latest updates them. In case you want to contribute your voice, you can join me on we Facebook page, True Talk Radio, or you can send a text or call me on 076 868 952. 076-868-952. Like I tell you just now, inside the program today, we get bokutin them where we want to discuss around the topic of the cancellation of the Independence Eve Lantern Parade and the Padul Masquerade effects, them where we be known they see around we country. And we also want to know how it affects local tourism and local livelihoods themselves. And for that day, we guest today na Honorable Rabbi Sirajin Rollins Kamara, where a development specialist and commentator on the socio-political issues them. And Seth, we go bring you some reports as we talk to some citizens them where been done they anticipate this lantern parade and how them feel where them be later cancel them and how this gets for affect with tourism sector. Now, earlier this year, we noticed the Ministry of Tourism been announced the lantern parade go happen, and it been give all man this excitement and this sort of joy. All man me non get big hope actually. I mean, all the celebration the way we been known they see in the past they come back. Would I not go and see that day? And as it been non go on for many years, people been known they anticipate say if then kind thing here go come back, at least we go get a chance for celebrate with culture. And not to just with culture self, we go get that little chance there for get celebration way centered around Sierra Leone alone no more. However, we come here later on say the parade been cancelled and for some reasons them. For sake of this, one Paris reporter actually been go out for get opinions on waiting people them think on this issue and the impact it gets for create on the economy, from local livelihoods now to even as large as the tourism sector. Make we watch the report.
The Lantern Parade now one big cultural event where they happen every year. And it be done turn to something where both salon people and tourists them they always look forward to. This parade known for in fine light, music, and the way how they bring people in together. Over the years, the parade be done go big and plenty people be done they anticipate them with plenty excitement. Even though the parade be done cancel for some previous years, this year announcements with the Ministry of Tourism be say go happen, they give people hope and make them begin prepare with joy. But the sudden cancellation again left plenty people then disappointed, as plenty people we don't plan for go enjoy the parade. This cancellation don't make people worry say it will affect the tourist sector, where it will indirectly create a negative impact on the country economy. For sake of this, I then at the state of Futon for hearing from citizens them as to waiting they think about this air cancellation and how this cancellation they affects the tourism sector.
I feel so bad because for the past 6 to 7 years we know see Lantern Parade, where this like a tradition, like a culture where the Sierra Leone people are not used to any independence. For now we go out and celebrate the independence and get fun and dance. For we within the tourism sector, this really affects the tourism, because a lot of people and we don't plan for camp home and can't celebrate. And thinking of even the local tourism, then people that where they build their lantern there, then back there to survive, then craftsmen then. So the cancellation of the Lantern Parade now is a sad event for me, because we all don't anticipate for where we go dance, because over 6 to 7 years now we know the dance lantern. So where they say lantern, a lot of people don't be for prepare, but at the dying minute they say lantern not get for happen. So for me, it's very sad.
From where they come up in Salon, lantern are one of my favorite holidays them, and it's something where they exhibit with culture as the Alliance them, you know, where they exhibit creativity, they bring women together, even the people when you come, the white people like you always go. It was an exciting event, and we look forward to bringing it back, especially with the national country now, and you know, there's so much diversity where these politics don't bring about, blah blah blah. I would say personally, I was disappointed in not being able to come back. Because when we bring come back, trust me, I'm from go for the watch, because it's an exciting time. But we hope we'll be able to come back, because this is what makes Sierra Leone Sierra Leone. This is what we grew up with, and this is part of our culture, and this is how we exhibit our culture to foreigners. So hopefully we'll be able to come back.
So how you think the cancellation of this parade they affect the tourism sector?
Oh, it affects them, because the white people there, I know they get an opportunity to see with creativity, for see people from different environments, then they enjoy, for see people from different locations, then coming together for enjoy, just for see the salon culture. I mean, it's a time in the year where you can then at one place and see salon in the various diverse how do I put it, the communities then they exhibit their skills, and then how do I put it, creativity, and even in culture. So it's a big miss. Lantern are one of the biggest things in our salon, and it's one of the biggest cultural events there. So they bring Lantern back, and they bring Tangis back.
We be here, you say Lantern Parade happened this year. How you be feel?
Well, I felt good, because it don't take some time we they not do lantern, and most people be on they look forward to it, because the feedback we get from people around is positive. People and they look forward to it.
So when I cancel the Lantern Parade now, how you feel?
Well, I'm just damping everybody's spirits, because if you say because of security, then I believe there's supposed for there is security in the country. They should institute security checks in every place with everything and all them. Just because of that, they're not correct.
What do you think say they happen to the tourism sector, like where culture practice like this can be cancelled? I think that they affect the tourism sector.
Well, it will affect negatively, because when you talk about this lantern parade, in some country they get put in a carnival, and it's a constant thing every year. You know, but it look like say we afraid in shadow. I make with the world and kind of thing there. So.
Since lantern are one of the oldest national festival in this country, I think say you know ABC, if then and then stop and this year for say they're not happen. Because so many people are not really into this lantern and they feel good when they do one, especially whenever the time when they into the events like economically, socially, people then like them. So if then cut off and now this year, that way they don't prepare way then the benefit out of this lantern, especially the artisans, the musicians, the cultural musicians and the business people then way then they into this festival business. Now then they're not going to feel good. Even in the tourism area back, like sometimes people they come out and they come for the purpose of this. So then said they are serious. This lantern this year is not right. So all the preparation we don't make, they're not good, it will feel fun. So I don't think say they will down well with everybody. Even if you go down with some people then, but not to everybody in the country.
That's not the voice of people, that is space of Twitter. As another not express the concern as to how they feel when they later realize the lantern parade will be cancelled again this year after so many years when they don't go and journey with their family, relatives and friends. And they also talk about how this lantern parade they affect the tourism sector, where the people they can make the lantern get small thing, and people they take come up from overseas they cancel but can get fun and celebrate with we. So they appeal to the government say even though they happen this year, but the forthcoming year make it be a point of duty for making the lantern parade continue again at the country.
Actually they tune to your radio station. This now we economy, and today we want to talk about the cancellation of the lantern parade and the effect we get on Salone and the economy. And with we again Honorable Rollins Kamara, tell Fambule Madu.
Yes, Fambule, good evening, and if you didn't diaspora they watch me, I'll say hi to all.
Alright. So over the years, why make how cultural events them like lantern celebration or independence celebration, whose kind importance they don't get to Salone or national identity?
Yeah, I think that is the, thank you again for the question, that's the climax of maybe a good discussion, because anything we look at, you go say, waiting at the benefit of this. And I will tell you certain benefit away, maybe not economic related, kind of, some people will find it very hard to come out on days for socialize, but lantern and night when they look forward to. And all parties they meet and all the rest of it, they see some connection. But of course, based on the topic we'll get, with the economy, of course, there are 7 related components and we'll get for do with economy when it comes to this. And so more or less, I will tell you that the Ministry of Tourism and by extension the government of Sierra Leone got a missed opportunity. They missed out on an opportunity. Considering the fact, say, it has now like 7 years from when BO come and stop that thing there. There are people who not join like me, and not join Poor Society, not join OJ. But those cultural things, best music and Abubu. If you want to see the best of me, I dey forget saying I miss self na bubu at the dance, and I would dance it for hours. So when somebody gets waiting a leg, then you deprive them. Now you don't infringe on the human right. So for let the police come up with a sheepish behavior statement, say for security reasons, no, that's one really not insult to the people, and because as you read the Vox Populi do, people and then they look forward to say, oh, sometimes this is the only way people elect for enjoy themselves. Then they look forward to that, and all of a sudden say for security reasons. Then if that's the case, let's scrap the police, let's scrap the army. Because if they are there for keep the peace of the nation, then from nowhere and just say they're not able because of security reasons, they would ask yourself, say, is the country safe? As the work we present, build on the do over time, say for brand we country as a destination for business, is that a that statement they not been going on well for we the citizen because we are deprived, but it also has a wrong connotation, a bad effect to the government from people wanting to come and do business, you know. Like I remember this, yesterday, this the goodies, you know. And believe me, I get one cannabis have been on go left to till only adjust for me. When I eat this, I just all team problem because the lantern will have been the precursor for me to going to all the goodies. But again, as I say, government don't do the people a favor, they don't do a disservice, and it's not good. And forget about the safety way and the waiting because we don't use for manage we life them in danger. Almost so they don't burn for fire brigade, they can't meet the host don't burn nothing don't go. We are used to this, you know. So for campaign security, when it comes to football, it comes to social events, politics, not the people not evidence and allow them for sing. That's why I said me best president in recent times, Natijan Kaba. They say let the boys then sing once they don't go back in the bush. Allow them to sing, where them vent, where them pull, waiting they need to them. So if you say them go sing by the president or waiting and call, hey, we work fine and they sing for you. We work bad and they sing for you. But that would have been a point of for say I need to correct certain things there. But from nowhere the police council say because of security reasons, I think it's bad to the nation. You know. But we will come back and talk about the 7 benefits. Component and way where I think say they're non-deprived with the shot for this event here.
So then cultural celebrations them, yeah, how you feel say they contribute directly to local business them, or especially them people and where they sell them small food stuff them people and where they do them small arts and crafts them, how is the
yes that falls on the second component, you know, economic boost. Well, maybe we can now walk through the component them. Sometimes if you get question when we talk on one. Now, cultural attraction. Then they showcase with local traditional music, you know. Like I remember the one within a wharf, then they make boats or ship, you know. Then kind of you get some people and they show them family set inside, posting the sit down like chief with a judge case. So when they show up people and they pound rice, you know, like then kind of those movements we see them. So it help for a particular community or area and showcase then local traditional music and arts for attract tourists who want authentic cultural experience, you know, and then say, Mr. I don't forget a first-hand experience. They see it from the people first-hand. The second one, of course, they asked me about the economic boost. As you say, because we know say then tell the campaign they make arts and crafts, artifacts, you know, then they where people we be not getting a museum on that side and people can see. We might not have the original, but some can even carve up for them for replicate, you know, and hotels them, you know, hotel them. Souvenir them, you know, the first will get the eye they call, then card and postcard, you know, and those are all things that we are selling, you know. So imagine nowadays we'll not get postcard, but we'll get TikTok, we'll get Facebook, you know, we'll get other social platform them. These are other places where people can go even sell it and share because how many subscribers get, money still they come. But you cannot just report for something happening. So this is unfortunate for the second aspect. Then also leads to community engagement. It's not just about cultural attraction, economic boost, but also community engagement. You know, people will come together. As I say, people always sometimes say, "But they made this lantern for community." Sometimes one day they beef themselves. Say, "Oh no, this is our community business. All come together. They bring cohesion." That's one thing, you know, and that is it. And some
doing with this themselves, you been they see them that time with them click bubble then they are around. Where you see them independent, then shows them in the camp. Then they forget all them beef.
That's it. They all come now as a unique. That is it. You know, that is it. Community enhancement. You know, where they promote, they create pride, not to that pomposity, but for say, I'm proud to be from Bay. I know one guy will say, me na Bay I born, na Bay I grow, na Bay I get me degree, na Bay I dey live. Proud of his community, you know. The first in international promotion, you know. Of course, I say then stunning visual, then footage, so that in them, you know, where they appear in travel magazine, or that, you know. This is a season of tourism and growth. Like during Lantern and Christmas, you know, say during Easter and Christmas, now in tourists in Canada, this country, then you say JC and non come, you know, people some will come for this, for that, you know. So like during like Easter I call it Independence, so today there are people that they give signing award, person they give them, but that stuff not happen. So you say, hey, then they give, yes, or that will get that commander of the hotel and they, you know. So say they give person, cousin award, people travel for that because na award, na dignity, na because of service rendered, you know, and then kind of thing. So that's all they attract tourism. And some people say that's the only time they have a break. They say, let's go home and see what's happening there. Some, excuse me, that's when they come for them, go watch their family and grave them. So various things. But I'll tell you, once somebody fly, whether na saloon and away come in, he don't become a tourist once he's not resident here. So you not get Leon Sander, but a pound or dollar they carry, so they boost the economy. That kind of thing. So that season that goes on tourism, you know, really helpful. And I will tell you something. This is what the Caribbean, they play with. I will tell you a scenario in the 2013, 14, 15 year, while Salon was getting $56 million from tourism. In 2 years, Jamaica made 1.3 billion in 6 months. Yes, in tourism. And when you look at we coastal and beach landscape, beautiful and that a longer stretch beach and clean beach compared to the Empire. But they manage in tourism, they realize a lot. We imagine 3 years, 56 million. And we feel good as a drop in the ocean compared to waiting Jamaica, a smaller country to us we can get. So we should not downplay the aspect of tourism growth in our country. But that's not going to happen if we not establish local tourism. Like when we were small boys, they say when you go on a school tour, then they kept going to a museum, then kept going to a place we go see, then kept going to Guma Dam, how we know how the water they come, then kind of. That was in primary and secondary school. But today those things are not happening. You ask somebody that says museum, they don't know they, you know. We get the chimps na Takaguma and Bathos, you know, yes, you know. And I've been there. Would I make a go back? Now somebody, a friend who come from Morocco, a French lady from Morocco say, yeah, everybody say, "Let's go show and that me them born and know and they go." Imagine, so we have not developed our local tourism. Imagine if each school they say each time then they set a day outing to number 2 river, to these mountains, you know, like Mount Sugarloaf. You get them, we used to go to those places. Today, past away, the parliament don't be open of late, but there are some people in this country, and they go to 56 and now they go to parliament, you know how it looks like, you know. But for kids, they should take them. And it's surprising that we observe the Day of the African Child, which is an June 61, an African agreement, you know, AU agreement. But we also feel for even remember J6 when we have lost a lot of souls. But actually, if we able to think of the Day of the African Child, we should also maybe match up for say, let's take our kids to place this society, they go show and say, this is the House of Parliament. That will motivate people to say, "Let's work hard. I want to be a parliamentarian. This is the state house. This is where the presidency is." You know, that kind of thing. So if we have to give them the motivational enhancement, men and council place say, "Oh, I want to be this." You can take permission. Say, "One go see na Cockrell or even Benguma." That's how people you say, "Oh, me, I want to be a soldier." You know, then can tell you they go to a hospital, sit in the streets, say, "I want to be a nurse." So those things, in as much as they look touristic in nature, but they are also lifetime vocation and related. You know, because just one side up will say, "I like this." Me first job in my life, na DJ. To patrol records and tapes. I've been just like where I go one part, I get the only mic, the vibes. I say, "Oh, I like this job here." So, but eventually I end up in a DJ for fund money for go school, but for go college, but not able. So I get for left later on because of other things. Oh. But I just tell you, say, seeing they motivate people. You know, when you see for a year one, but when you see back, you know, I mean, say audiovisual, you know, it has a long-lasting impact. So definitely, I think we want to encourage the government and say they have and tell us that should not repeat itself. Then, of course, we have cultural preservation right at the 6th point. You know, hosting such events, they keep traditions alive and teach both locals and visitors about the importance of heritage practices. You know, like we get some, like I say, what's the origin of Bubu? Nobody will talk like for say like we say segure na one instrument, but the bubu of himself when a combination of several instruments where they make a flow, you know, nobody could tell. But one for a somebody say na one part bin come, now you can begin waiting and call then they, you know. So there are certain things in the culture where we not savvy because we know they write books. Things are done by oral traditional method. So if I say, if people not talk, we not go get them. So these are the opportunities they get for me and tell you, say, you know why we make this lantern so this way? Now because the first man we been friend this community, now in this now, so he been live them kind of thing, he learn that way. And the last one, of course, we have been not touched lights, but now we on a job creation. It's great jobs for hotels and people they perform. You know, for different people. I mean, at the end of the day, we could just say it's a boost in the economy. So now we'll not go to for beginning to say why cancel such an event where for even generate money for which we need them and just say for safety or security is in the council.
Yeah. Right, so I mean, the formula with the listing down here give the 7 points them of how this they contribute directly to the economy and to local businesses. Them, in your own opinion, you feel say them reasons here where you don't get in actually don't make cultural events them like lantern don't get emotional significance for Sierra Leoneans them over the years, or other specific thing them they will contribute.
Well,
to?
I think if at all anyone day out, it not go be away from the 7. It go maybe an addendum or something where it go just one for fine tune. But I will tell you that most important, I say people like to gather, make them keep comping. So this is an opportunity for them for do that, you know. And you enjoy, you do what you like for, you enjoy doing, you know. With the provoke one man who say in Papa in a crew, I say Bubu no get wrong side. I said the park come Eastern Police if I can treasury. I said the Bubu drift time. Pass the Bubu can learn you building. I say, they don't pass me like transport, you know. But like it was fun when they talk anything. But they look forward to say, man, lantern they come out to who saw they meet. After lantern, who saw they go. But nobody no go despise the moment of lantern, you know, and say this. Imagine you know make all my one come out the big one in the community say, oh now we lantern this, you know, that self realization affiliation. So there could be other points, but they may not be outside the 7 envelopes to answer anyway.
All right. So I mean, you don't mention tourism particularly. I hear a lot where you talk about of how them cultural events them can bring money for Sierra Leone through tourism. I mean, you mentioned Jamaica in case where they make 1.6 billion in tourism.
1.3 billion.
1.3 billion
in 6 months. Yeah.
And in 6 months, and Sierra Leone in 2 years, 56 million. Besides tourism, basically, what sort of specific sectors them you feel say actually they benefit from them cultural events them yeah?
NRA. NRA they collect. And so you buy it taxable, so NRA they really feel. But like we go back to you say then cultural here and tourism. I mean, I call the Ministry of Tourism and Culture, you know, affairs, you know. So they are they're inseparable. If possible, we can even add an entertainment, tourism, culture, and entertainment, you know, because we two components or aspects that will not develop, harness it. Now, entertainment and sports, you know. These are extreme businesses. Look, Nigeria, we're ready for boom. We find out say the government invested in some states into the film and music industry. So much so that Nigeria then say most of the top artists all man get you in TV station. Okay. And of course population growth, they contribute greatly to that. When it thinks a Salone population are 8 million, and I think say Plateau states where the million divide now and Nasarawa, no, you know, I know if them those have states in fact in population big part the whole of Salone. I know even the top of Lagos we get almost 20 or so million, you know. So if you think of that, you just get 4 states for patronize with you, your home and there. But because we have not get population growth low or population low, so we know they realize that much, you know. But it's also good we can start with that and the thing they grow. But as you start for appeal to the local market, they begin get some combination of international artists for get international flavor, you know. I think Emerson did that, you know, at one time, and it begins to say in music they appeal to, because we not get the population, we get for develop the industry for how we attract international market and make more money. Yeah.
Okay. Famulem, if you just join, we actually talked to Honorable Rollins Camarana, a socio-economic and political development expert inside Sierra Leone, and we topic what we talk on the impact with the cancellation of Independence Lantern and then Masquerade Parade them can they get on the economy. So now we come now to the impact itself of the cancellation on tourism and business and livelihoods. Then with this year's cancellation of the Lantern Parade, whose immediate financial losses then you think say small business them go down suffer?
The time when get the notice that they don't lift the ban on lantern then the commodities here. You know, if now like football match, you go tell like and say Leon Stars don't score the winning goal at the 90th minute. The rest of them they roar, you know, and send it. If now it will have been that response there, if at all, because the news come as a sigh of relief to many people, you know. And as I say, not all of us join secret societies, but then open society I would find I'm very comfortable for link with, you know. So that's also a missed opportunity to say people, you know how this thing happen now, like they say one man been there na street called a beaten, you know, get better now light close to get called a beaten, but you get the resistance inside for withstand the cold without in light shed. Don't do it for a couple of months. Now one day one guy come meet her. Now I say, I will send coats for you tomorrow. Yeah? Let's say for suffer. So that guy waiting been there inside him for resist the cold. He don't win it up because you know say they can't get coats now we go make you know use you know in a bin again for do anything. But he day pass, second day pass, a third day pass, that guy no come. The fourth day, this bigger man, whatever, he died. We come, the man don't die. Then say, left me say, when you not been promised me, he say, I've been get the resistance for keep on going. He say, when you promise me, all the resistance drop, you know. So like when Babio come, he say, he ban all man be know they catch up, you know. But now I can't now say, don't leave the ban, people and hopes don't raise up, then all of us he dash him back. Oh no, it's like killing that man with a fake promise, you know. And I think the government should be more responsible. That is really unfair to the nation, to the people. So some people may have started and also have money beyond the kind and say, may they make their own lantern them, you know. And whether they go cut stick or poker, what have you, all man not begin to get you. Hey, may they supply you 2 dozen poker, then say they don't budget yourself, say, where them pay and this profits they make, whether they provide nails, then can't tell you, oh, me as Sabi do this, so would I get for go make better? All man sometimes if the income investment not start off here, but the idea don't be established, knowing that say, and this thing is going on, you know. And they call to meetings. I know, say, I saw the notice director of culture, Jalo, you know, for the Jalo, he put on a public and people then go to the meeting. So, in fact, he tell me, say, he's my friend, he said, the one that will turn up for camp for this lantern, say, we'll not even meet for take 1/3. He said, because the people in Camp Boko, you know. So imagine now, people don't think, say, well, this they're not waiting and call, but you can tell them, say, well, let the committee then go. Well, before I tell them that, they don't decide that. Because I just say, why the committee not 2-3 committee and council? I say, we don't tell them that already. But even when they do that, I think the number come to 38. You know, even don't match people. So just they tell you, say, how people then the energy industry look forward to this lantern thing here, so you know we no come back for this. So maybe those are the things we will have done the go on in terms of finances, and we I think say go down hurt some people. Yeah.
Like them local vendors them now for them small business woman them whose strategy them you go recommend for them for the cope with such kind of cancellation them going forward?
Well, what I know will establish for us, I don't know if the ministry been give them seed money for go do the lantern, because whatever they give, just like football aside, the money not enough, you know. So if government been give seed money, that means say they don't take part of the responsibility. And so if you know, okay, if you not work again because the cancellation not come like today for tomorrow, I think it came like a week or two before, or about 2 weeks before, you know. So maybe that would have done tell people and say, okay, we're not, but an officer there's an agreement too with government saying now for do this, so therefore where the team broke. You know, but yeah, and outside the bond yourself, you know, go claim insurance. So not to open lantern, they can't tell you say this and that. No, seriously. So I will not. I not even think about that because they will just say, "Who send me on a signed contract?" You know, the one themselves will then give the approval, you know, to contract. You know, when I then spend the money now, not God knows. You know, so but even if now government and now then spend their money. They're not getting business for go ask government because no say in above cases. You say in our government, me say not say again. But that's why we are saying say it is not good because that will have been a respite situation for the people in our country. So and imagine just one day we go just one sell and do the whole and trade and cigarettes. That I mean they need they sell because some man then go suck that I mean say you know somebody one person will sell almost package cigarettes and I mean those little things once and this you know they come as before. It come today now added income, so you have to appreciate that. So, but I will not expect the government to do anything to the community themselves for them not get approval, you know.
So then frequent cancellation them, yeah. How you feel? So you feel say it gets any effect on how international tourists them and investors in the view Sierra Leone? I mean, imagine say you don't then kind of events them get for happen. You say okay, well, I they go inside Sierra Leone, I go open the small vendors side for that small side we say then get for get masquerade. Or I want to go inside Sierra Leone this independence. I go see how then they celebrate and you say no they don't cancel them. If you say it gets any way it affects how
well not so Boku cancellation. I want cancellation. I mean banned them totally for the 6th year, the 7th year. Now and then get the promise, wait and cancel, you know. And but if you talk about security reasons, now two things get for happen. One of the two, either the police increase the safety and security measures, we go make it happen, you know, or you say not many people will go out, you restrict them. But other than that, if waiting obtain and cancel and so you go obtain back next year, you know, and so nothing no go change. So more or less people should not expect. If I'm alone, then give the people, men not do them again. But seriously, it's affecting people. And as you say, somebody will come from abroad. And imagine because when you travel, you buy ticket closer to your date, the ticket's very expensive. So if this thing don't come out like 3 or 4 months, people don't say, hey, masquerade they come out, lantern they come on the eve of independence, you know. People just say, but okay, 64 years, not to 2 a day, but since masquerade will not stop, let me go. You go down buying tickets. And nowadays they know they do refund of tickets. So perhaps you get for 510 for travel if you are lucky or you forfeit them. So all that one day back don't wreck some people. So in the event that next year they want to do a lantern parade back, people will become skeptical, say, me, I don't believe women no can cancel this, you know, say that no can buy ticket and cancel this. And when the term don't can close, I cannot buy the ticket because it's very expensive. You see, and so we are losing. Those are all aspects we are losing income. Now you say flight salon don't reactivate one for start. So imagine if we get anything there, what I will expect now for arrange like chartered flights, you know, and bring people and go back, you know. But if imagine we don't reach that point they when for charter flight then they say the event no hold again, I think say it will be really bad. It will bad one. Yeah.
So family, if you just join with the program now, we economy where they come to you on True Talk 98.5 FM. Today we talk about the cancellation of the Lantern Parade and how it affects Salon and the economy. We open the phone line at 7:41 minutes from now, and in case you want add your own voice or contribute to what you want for contribute to the program, the number is 076-868-952 076-868-952. You can call or send text to the number and we go read them out or we go pick your call. So with the continue, sir, let we come to government, private sector, and even the stakeholder responsibility in all of this now. Assuming say you get the view of somebody from the private sector now, how you feel say the need for be more involved in promoting cultural festivals them like this?
And maybe we should not even just think of having a night of cultural display, you know. Now we they think now say also will get when find place for we for demonstrate. I would think so forget like a cultural week. You know, like if you like you say yes stadium, you know, you can say today na Bubu, na Gumbe and one and then they perform. Sometimes then get for perform they go around the stadium, one they are 400 meters and go around, and then they can concentrate and do another like 30 minutes performance, people and see. Then after that you get another cultural group, they do them. So that kind of for 1 week I will tell you, people will come and have the experience. Because you start for Duam, those people they want for make sure say this is not so business as usual. We don't go perform this kind of setup last year. This year we they go go with new system, new pattern, you know, anything. So the things that they develop, you know, the music when they play, they go develop year in, year out, you know, then and at the end of the day, believe me, because of that, as you start now, so the number they increase and more people, more money. You know, you say okay now for pay 10 leons for going to stadium for watch each day, you get that ticket. I will tell you, you say well today with the climax, all the cultural group them, all man get 30 minutes for perform, but today finally na 50 leons for going inside. You know, it bring money. You see, sometimes people like for put their money and they enjoy. Imagine. So some people don't go to club, you know, but people know they go club and they pay 100 leons, 150 or 250 for just for enter. Here is an open space stadium where they enjoy a lot of things them, you know. So I think we let even move away from that written call. If possible, we harmonize and say for meet up to the independence, eve of independence, so they showcase the lantern when enter, but forget cultural week like from the 21st or the 20th to the climax on the 26th with the lantern parade, you know, then kind of thing. And then go say for let them not dirty the tree too much back there, city can't not get too much show. You say oh man go retire na stadium, you go display finally for see, you know, you come around cutting tree when I go na stadium, you know, when I go end it. It can be an all night because the next day 27 a holiday and nobody will go inside. They don't get for give you awards, so some money go there also and also time for me then able rest. So people don't say since I don't go tomorrow, no mind for them at 3 o'clock. Once I'm enjoying this, that's the climax of the cultural week, you know. But I think the attempt of that nature to where them don't do before, but I think we need for developer. We need for developer, and let's increase. Let develop with cultural approach, you know. The interest for the we don't look too Western than cultural. Like I hear SLRS say they do adverts on them traffic lights here, you know. They say now for go Saful, you know. Who been born in the 60s, where would they change left hand to right hand traffic, then get them, you know, then a calendar and type of music. That's now Ebenezer. Now we own music that one day. Come and say that one couple, I don't know the color, or 3 couple, and get local instrument. But it make a sober reading, you know. That kind of thing they nine lead to nine a day wildlife start and high life start or Afrobeat they call it. So now we know the origin of Afrobeat. But today Nigeria they don't reprise them, they don't make them so much that now would they yearn for play Nigerian beat them party than salon music then, you know. Yeah. So because we don't take them for develop the industry, you know, we get to waiting call we, you know, it's we make Nigeria go well and that ronco or that country cloth. People will say, well, mama, this is well, mama for feel like say either again like cost waiting call. Those are things we need to develop. First, and we had this garage and tie dyeing. Yeah, garage and dye and then and that batik, you know. Now all of us in Chinese when they can't industry then go make their own, then call them PRSP, then pull people off market. You see, they laugh. I know it's funny, but believe me, it has economic impact and negative impact now in the country. You know, then people are making that was their trade. Then they make them educate Peking and they go university, all of that. All of a sudden, China come last show now. They even make something where they look better past with Gara. but now they never get the material no more. They're now that like silk thing. So then pull people in pan business. But government for make a conscious affirmative action, a conscious effort and say this is an industry we have to develop. And therefore, if I know say somebody can make an Afrikaner shirt fine, even made in Yaso, you know, we go able even tax other for imported in them as against get a market boost for our local industry now. You know, Gara was doing well. You know, I see Mandela way come up prison. I see in Canada they been wear long sleeves. So there are things that see them produce in East Africa. We can do same now on Fridays or other days. Made them sabi we say this is we own kente, this is we own batik, not so kente, this is we own Gara, this is we own batik. You know, let's go that way. You know, so it's not just about the fanfare of say go dance or what have you or lantern, but even in that side away they know first will get when they know pull people and carry half back. It's also fashion now, you know. But say we can go buy Ghana half back now. If that man they wear the carry half back, they say, well, this is not cheap half back, but now them they make them. Somebody want for bluff with Ghana half back and Ghana kente. Whereas we only see Samuel Timaga, if you see in picture, you get that thing they wear long sleeve under with tie. Now that kind of thing is I want for see if we still want for harmonize the West and local culture, that's what way to go, you know. Yeah, so but I think we have so many things to cover, you know, definitely. And that don't lead we to we young man and today time say old man get boozing. All man to us they done in the old lamb, you know, I know we understand it is not part of us. But because we see them over and we go practice them. But even if you go to villages there now, they see the over there all in a village, then if you say they so you go say, well, you don't enlighten, you don't expose. But you don't take away waiting we be let first time we pray and say chase and waiting chase the neighbor less where the cause they get for you to trust is nice. So what I say for come begin put on they see with girls they will be in the well. But nowadays now the doors they see so all of those. But definitely if we grow culturally, we want for say let them know it for decency. Just like before with salon passport, it will be so valuable. But we don't abuse and move outside. We don't get people like go see Korean man, this one, you know, turn up in a line, you get the salon diplomatic passport, you go say, who sign at this man come on? You know, we've sold our identity and by extension our culture don't fade. Just like and Chinachebe right now, things fall apart. Say we don't give ourselves to the white man. You don't enter, we don't put a knife between us. You know, now culture don't separate, we don't fall apart, you know. The waste man carry within religion carefully, you know, and set you up. Now the same thing called that and democracy. Same thing. Democracy now they can call waiting at democracy. The instruments and structures are not there yet for law begin practice and smoothly. You know, would they make law today, say this law, but we could interpret it otherwise. So that's why democracy, you know, then waiting at democracy if the law cannot be abided by, you know. So, but let's go to yeah.
So we get a couple of texts them inside we phone line now. This one they come off from Sarah Thomas from Regent Village. They say waiting me one say is Lantern Parade not the only big celebration where they bring we together for celebrate with culture and independence. Say but them been done cancel them now for nearly 10 years. Where we been here, say they happen this year, we all been excited, but all of a sudden then decide for cancel them back. All in the name of security purpose. They say, do ya na beg me they beg. If them take all things from we, make them return give we the celebration. He say thanks. Okay, this other one they come out from Samuel. They say, my name Samuel and I want contribute to waiting Honorable Rollins Kamara bin they say. They say if them pay them here, then say now because of security make them cancel this thing them. That means say we not safe again. Okay. And then today we don't get inside. I actually like the question of Samuel, and we don't get other text back. He say, "Good evening, Mr. Presenter." He say, as a concerned citizen, say I want to ask if we not able to manage or protect simple cultural events, them like the like the Lantern Parade after almost 10 years. He say, how ready really are we for bigger tourism ambitions them where the governments they talk about? Yeah. So we get them 3 aspects them here. The first one, he actually, in fact, gets a hinge small on the question what I've been getting next for you. Waiting are actually the security concern with the government decide for cancel this.
You say if you not try.
No, I want to know. For
because you know, journalists, and if you don't know, if you don't ask you waiting, I think. Meeting me, it's shameful say for land I get time say Adebayo talk say, until they not be able to make the coup that time, and then go use the lantern for make a coup. You know, when I was in Parliament, I'm one of the 10 MPs where they remove. You know, I was never a friend of Adebayo. That's why I'm in APC. All my today, I've never listened to him. If I will talk about Mr. Nawa going England, I'm going to say talk about me. I don't listen to him because he definitely I resolve that. But if you mean business, like they say, if you listen to the noise of the market. Believe me, no, they buy nothing. Almost say, come buy me, come buy me. At the end of the day, in the middle, you can't buy anything. This government, that's the greatest mistake they ever do, that they concentrate on listening to somebody where me not go even make like he teach me class 1 picking. No, seriously. Sure. With all due respect, you know. So, and if I let Adebayo say something, you know, then it's like say, we not get a responsible and a ready security, you know. And it's a pop no more back, you know. You know, so for me then give that flimsy excuse say, or because of that and say for security reason, that should be the last word to come from the mouth of the government. You know, if we're able to assure people, foreigner in particular, say yes, security now watertight. You know, and, you know, you can just say for unforeseen reasons, the lantern is cancelled. You know. And then nobody for begin to say we'll go out for security reason. And police back now give that notice they but no. It's a shame to our security with all the resources they put, you know, and they get 1 bag or 2 bags every month and salary, you know that thing. And then if you cannot, but they're able to protect we relax from Keke Okada when they read every day for take money at the hand. You know, this way for bring joy, you know, they bring harmony and cohesion. You look at me and say, no, we don't do them. But again, one thing I know we want to talk, but I have to say, because it's a national event. But they also stopped all masquerade them, na Freetown, them, Bloody Mary, Padul. But they see a similar thing that happened at the southeast, you know. And Freetown is not Sierra Leone. You know, you cannot just say this is the other side for gold, this side not for gold, because you're not too sure. But if you're able to grip, and as I say, Freetown not to Salon, but it's the capital. And we don't make them Freetown for this salon. Because somebody they can also say if you want driver's license, you get for cam. You not reading in passport, you get for can at all. You apply for job for Conona, Freetown in the interview. All of that is a bad decentralization for the past 15, 20 years, unable enhance soberly. You know, all of that done ambogui. But what am I saying? If Sierra Leone is a country where we say united, like we Motogo, unity, justice, peace, unity, freedom, and justice, you know, we should have abundant freedom. Like today, of all days, I'll tell you and say Independence Day. Padeba would then they lock then put the bad on the police and then they extort people. Hey, happy independence, so therefore now reluctantly then put the bad on until he give them money before then. Okay, thank you. Those are not checkpoints. These are extortion points or prayer point. Because we say let God go with you, let God and say a prayer and any day. The reckless security we get, I must say, I know they even written and call. They're not responsible, and believe me, I wish of all days. But they take security to jam them. Wait for external, we tell you, they go put them at checkpoint, they go control traffic and normally. So how? The guys are not mentally ready for any external assault anymore. Look at Yenga. Yenga na ende so work na Guinea they earn. And so if you cannot take Yenga, at the first say next time, then tell them go take the whole of Kaila una we earn.
So also going forward, the other one mentioned the aspect of if we're not able for controlling small cultural events, then I say where them big international events, them or way how we want for make tourism a national affair.
Yes, he just said it all, but definitely. If you know, like we didn't say, if you never take care of your household, I want to be a leader in the society or community. You know, if small masquerade, lantern parade, where over time, all the years before Biocam, it has always been time for let people and come and enjoy themselves. Now I can't block and I say no control. But the small one able manager, I will expect for let it get big one. And of course, people can go use and say for ridiculum, for say we will not say for security reason for small parade. So I will believe you. So let's not even think about that because you know get for happen. You know, definitely. But like I've been said earlier, now then kind of small tier they start with say a grown and begin get mega. We even think we'll get Sarah Fest. That's the first 1 week festival for Salon where all culture and they come. You know, now UK then get nothing in carnival. Most of them Caribbean lady then. If you see them as the mama born then a small generator, but then they display and get and colorful all day now London, then they parade, you know. But every year the thing they add. Every year the thing they add. Even the London police where they no say then good. But I think they also know say that the criminal they can come out. So then they double the effort. I will go give 50 police them for the Kamusi Panama for chase bike. You know, where you can just double or triple the number there for marshal the lantern them. You know.
So how communities then they able to organize themselves into small cultural events then if then large one that are in the council? Things say possible?
Yeah, it's possible. Right now, Brookfield Festival they go on. Oh, yeah. Yes, every evening they done next tomorrow with an award. I think that's another thing. If they're not able to give the people and for go out, they will by force have been doing a cultural night for the past 3 years. And one my friend Alvin has been inviting me to that, and I know say like you go and go watch different cultural display or the other thing them different days them. Okay, but I say those are minor things. But again, this now community, let's say we are first community do this. I will tell you say because of lack of promotion, not of the organizer them, but for cultural or tourism events as a whole in the nation, something 80% of community when they go to show 20% can, you know. And because we are all in an area, we they do something. Somebody say, "Well, me I don't go buy drink candle because idea I did take me on 2 drink now." But we say they get them on the one way they come. And that's what we even expect, say, if we festival them attract international, I didn't want to come on, you know, because then they buy in dollars and they boost with foreign exchange, you know. So, as the person say, maybe if like they had community based, say, okay, una dey na Kintom, una use KTF law can watch. They say you get for done by area, waiting and call, but again. The Lantern Union is spectacular. People coming from different communities can showcase, pass through to judges and a court building, and then go, you know. So when stand in one place, you see over 30, 40 displays, you know, just at a go. So people prefer that one, you know. But again, we have to start from the smaller communities, come up to this end. But let us don't forget that we should have a cultural festival, a week-long cultural festival for start. And for there, it's not just about enjoying ourselves, displaying our culture, you know, but also for creating a room for them, because the more you do this, now the more they develop. They see them and they're in a band, you know. They were playing instruments and before, no now, they think that they're not sabi it all. So sometimes you can just watch them. You make me say, you know, say you don't blunder in a pass, you go correct, you know. This is it because of doing this over and over and over again, you know. So if they start doing it over year in, year out, people will go develop, the culture will go develop, more money go come, and the rest of it.
So lastly, how you feel say the government go able for rebuild public trust after that kind of thing? And what are your advice to the government and the people as a last?
Like Papa